everyone. Today I'm gonna talk about a very simple topic, and that is about a preparation. Sounds very generic, right? Sounds very general. But I'm going to direct this preparation in line with when you are entering into a meeting or when you are entering into a discussion. Now there could be meetings like where you are just a normal audience, a general audience. I'm not talking about those meetings. I'm talking about meetings or discussions where there are 5 to 6 members and you are one of that member, right? So imagine if you are called into such meetings, why you are called and what can you really contribute. Now, focusing on any corporate meetings or any kind of discussion at your workplace also, it will work more or less same page. Um let's think in that direction. So I will touch the point preparation. Now, what kind of preparation is needed? So first of all, a simple rule is prepare before you enter in such meetings, before you enter in any kind of discussions. That can always give you an extra spot to speak, to contribute, or at least to understand the context of that meeting. Sometimes in some meetings, they share this pre-reads with you. Go through that. If data makes sense to you, if that doesn't make sense to you, you can still ask naive questions when they are running the meetings, right? So I'm not saying you just ask questions to be visible there. Don't do that. But if you prepare enough, you will have questions related to the data, and you will also kind of work in the background in your mind, and you will also make the other person think, okay, this can also be done, or this is the relevant question that we need to find answers of. If you are in such meetings where they are trying to most like brainstorm or a focus discussions, or in a meeting where they are trying to solve some problem and nobody knows the way, right? Everybody is just part of the meeting. So that's the first thing. Prepare something means learn something about that, or from your work expertise, what can you really contribute into it? That's a second tip. So what you can contribute, you don't have to come up with this instant solutions. Nobody wants that. Even if you know the solution, but try to build in the background the problem, what it is really, what kind of meeting you are getting into it. So those kind of mini preparations when you do in advance before getting into any kind of discussions, that really gives you an extra point, that really wins you. Try this out and let me know how this has worked for you in any kind of discussion that you have done. So a mini preparation, you're not looking for a final solution, something that you can suggest or you can ask. Just try these 3 points here in your any kind of discussion that you are getting into it. Now, this also preparation will link to a larger view when you are sitting into brainstorm or focus discussions. There comes a breakdown, like you are looking into a problem, then you have to build what are the causes of the problem, and then you're finding a solution. Now that something is a long way to go. I will talk about that in my upcoming videos. But before that, the basic step, because I love to work from the basic and from something very minor that all of us can really implement in our lives, right? It doesn't require much of preparation though. It just requires, see, preparation though in the sense, it doesn't require much of work for you to do. Just think what discussion is upcoming, and if you are the person who has been specially called, or you are the person who is part of that smaller group, don't just listen, just pay attention to the data. And before getting into that, what can you really do from your side? So always remember that everyone sitting in that meeting room or in that call, virtual calls, is not an expert of everything, but everyone is bringing something, and maybe you can be that someone. So put that idea across. Think in the idea mindset. What are my ideas? What are the different thoughts that I'm gathering and able to collect? Note them down, and that is part of your preparation, and then enter into meeting. So next time when you enter into a meeting, try this out and let me know how this has really helped you, and did it really work in your way or in your direction or not. So stay tuned for my upcoming videos, because I'm back with more fascinating experiences from my corporate life, and I am aiming to help most of you out there, the audience working in corporates, non-corporates, even the students or the college folks out there. But just stay tuned and keep sharing your feedback with me. So for now, take care. Bye.